My name is Olivia Davis, and I'm a CPA. Currently, I'm a lecturer in the Von Allman School of Accountancy at the Gatton College of Business and Economics at the University of Kentucky. Prior to joining the faculty at UK, I was in public practice at PricewaterhouseCoopers. I'm a CPA in Kentucky and Ohio. I didn't even consider accounting as a career until I had been in college for 2 years. I originally went to school to be an engineer, but after I completed the math and science required, I didn't really love the real-world application in my engineering classes. For me, I was struggling with the motivation to complete my coursework. There was no way I could drop out of college after all the work I'd put in, so I decided that I would change my major to something else, something that would lead to predictable employment. I've always been a practical person, so making sure my college degree would lead to dependable employment was key for me. I found my way to accounting ultimately through the advising office for undeclared students and the employment listings in the newspaper. From the listings in the newspaper, it was clear to me that accountants and nurses were in demand. I decided to investigate accounting a little more and decided I would give it a shot. I can't say that I fell in love right away, but I did find myself realizing that I was good at this stuff. Maybe I had landed in the right place, even though I still had no idea what an accountant did, or more importantly, what a CPA was. For me, the rewards and fulfillment from being a CPA come in a couple of forms. Being a CPA allowed me to, when I was in public practice, allowed me to help my clients solve their problems. One of the things I've always loved to do is help people solve problems. As a CPA, I was able to bring my expertise, my technical expertise, to solve real-world problems that made a difference for businesses. The other thing that I found incredibly rewarding while I was in practice and now as a lecturer at UK is that I get to inspire and teach the next generation of CPAs. This is incredibly rewarding to hear people as they develop their new skills and go out and forge their own path in the world. Well, I considered engineering or being a math or science teacher as my only career options when I was growing up, except being a lawyer. So both of my parents were attorneys, and I assumed that that's what people did for jobs. It became very clear to me that my talents didn't lie in the written word, but instead were in more analytical problem solving. I grew up in a time where STEM careers were all anybody could talk about, and if you were good at math, science, analytical thinking, then you obviously needed to be an engineer. I assumed that this was right and this would be a fit for me. When I went to school, I got to take those math and science classes that I loved so much, but at some point I had to start solving problems that I didn't really care that much about. I ended up in accountancy because once I saw the problems that accountants got to solve, I thought that they were interesting. I thought they were problems that I actually could make a difference in solving. They were problems that inspired me to deliver great work. And it was the first time in my life that I realized how that analytical thinking could make a difference for others. The advice I would give students interested in pursuing accounting and becoming a CPA is the same advice I would give to students who have no idea what accounting is and no idea what a CPA is to keep your eyes open to opportunity, is to never assume that because you don't know somebody who does a specific job that it isn't something that's right for you. You should always be exploring and looking to learn more about every opportunity that's out there for you. The most important thing that you will find as you go on your journey is that the only person that can get you off track is you. So you need to make sure you're working hard at forming good study habits and doing the things that work for you, not just the things that work for everybody else. You don't necessarily have to be good at math to be an accountant what you have to be good at is problem analysis. You have to be able to identify what the issue is, how to find the guidance to deal with it, and how to communicate that information to somebody else. If anything, you've got to be good at being a lawyer to be an accountant. That's a little bit of a joke because we do deal with numbers. So I think sometimes people get scared away because they say, I'm not good at math, so accounting is obviously not for me. While it certainly doesn't hurt you to be good at math, the amount of math that you need to be great at accounting is the same math you need to be great at running your own life. There isn't really any additional special math that's needed to make you a great accountant. It's the analytical thinking that is key. For me, being a CPA means that I have a skill set that many not-for-profit and arts organizations need but can't afford. One of the ways that I use my CPA is to make an impact for these organizations to provide oversight on boards and commissions to help them achieve their goals. I also use my CPA skills to deliver things like financial literacy classes to students in elementary school, middle school, and high school, as well as adults getting out of prison and rejoining society. Using my skills as a CPA to help others understand how financial literacy is an important part of their life makes a difference in our community.